Good evening.
Hi.
Evening.
How are you all doing this night?
Practically perfect as always.
And you, sir?
Doing well. Doing well.
And how are you?
I'm gonna go with Papa said. I'm doing well. I had a good day. I woke up this morning at 2 o'clock, early morning, earlier than I normally get up because Black Adam came out on digital download today. So I had to get up first thing this morning, bright and early, to go buy it so I could watch it. So I'm in a good mood. I got to watch Black Adam. If you remember correctly, a few weeks back, I tried to take the family to go see it at the theater. And then when we got there, we walked up to the door and I went to go pat my behind and I realized that, I didn't have my wallet on me. So I had the kids mad at me. They're screaming and yelling at me, "You're stupid. How do you get your wallet, you stupid?" But luckily for me, it came out 2 weeks later in digital download. So I was like, yay, redeemed.
Yeah. Winner, winner.
That's commitment. It's hard for me to rise at 2 a.m.
That's me every day. I get up about 3 o'clock like clockwork every morning, and I stay up every morning.
Oh.
And I just sit in the living room in silence. I collect my thoughts. I just sit there in complete quiet, and I just kind of gather what I want to do throughout the day. That's where the planning begins. How I want my direction of my day to go. I got no outside noise. Everybody's out cold sleeping. The kids don't get up till 6 o'clock in the morning. So I get a good 3 hours solid of complete silence.
Nice.
And that's how my day starts. Is I get up 3 o'clock in the morning and I get 3 hours of complete silence. It's either whether I'm just sitting there chilling and thinking about how my day is going to go, or if I'm just going to play a video game with no interruptions. Just me, a cup of coffee, and Gotham Knights.
I'm usually the first one up, but 2 a.m., that takes a literal act of celestial event for me to be up at that time. It's got to be some sort of meteor shower or just like the recent eclipse that we had.
Yeah, not me. It's every morning, 3 o'clock. Now, by the time my wife gets up, then I'm ready to take a little quick brief nap to recharge, and then that's about an hour, and then I'm ready to go again.
Yeah.
So hello, Mia Bug. How are you doing this evening?
Hi, my sweet daughter.
Midgard Musing, how are you doing tonight? Hello, Irene. Good evening to you. So tonight we have a special episode for you guys because tonight it's a Tuesday. Normally we're on a Wednesday, but tonight's the last night of giving away the turkeys. We haven't told everybody yet what we're doing yet, right? So here's what the plan is tonight. Whatever turkey I give away, Papa, you're doing what?
I'm matching you. I want to give away a turkey.
He's saying, I'm tired of seeing you do it, and then I'm not part of this. So tonight, we're going to match each other. I'm going to throw out 4 free turkeys tonight, and Papa's going to match 4 turkeys too. I'm not playing. I'm kidding. He's like, we didn't talk about this.
If you want to do 4, let's do 4.
No, we're going to do 1 turkey tonight. So you guys are going to get a chance to get 2 turkeys. And we're going to kind of do it like we did other times before. We're going to play a music video. And this tonight's video is going to be, it's a little fun to keep into the whole Thanksgiving theme. I got a video called I Am a Turkey Bird. And so whoever's the last one at the end of this video that says gobble gobble will win a turkey. And the person that comes in second, that's the turkey that Papa's going to give away. So there's going to be 2 winners right at the end of the video. First one gets one for me. The second one that comes in comes from Papa. And that's how we're going to do the show tonight. We're going to do a little song called I Am a Turkey.
Even if you're the loser, I got you.
We're winning. You're still a winner. You're still a winner.
Yep. That's it.
And our topic for tonight as well is the Thanksgiving theme. Talking about giving thanks. Why is it so important to give thanks? And why should we not only just do it during this time of year, but all the time? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we do all that, We're going to play a little bit of music first, get everybody in the mood, and I'm going to allow you, Papa, to introduce the video.
This is another one just like from last week from my good friend Zeb Kroom with Skogermayor.
We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back, everybody. Can you hear me, Papa?
Yep.
That Luna can't. It's her turn. It's her turn. It's your turn. Yeah.
I passed it on.
So yeah, that's another cracking song right there. Really good stuff that he's putting out there. Excited to have them on the show. What next Wednesday?
Yep. That's
We're going to
right.
be having a huge announcements concerning him and Interdemon Records coming up November 30th as well. So be sure to tune in for that coming up next Wednesday. And we got some turkeys to give away again, don't we, buddy? I'm excited about giving these
We
turkeys. I'm
do.
giving a lot of turkeys away this month.
Another pair.
Another pair of turkeys. But yeah, so we're let's wait for her to get back. I was going to talk about our subject about giving thanks. Here she is.
It was my turn this week.
It is your turn.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll just get ready to talk about our topic about tonight, Thanksgiving.
Okay.
What it's all about to us. Let's start with you, Lena.
Why
What
do
is
you put me on the spot first?
ladies first?
Ladies.
Ladies first.
I ain't no lady.
Well, I know this, and Papa knows this,
Yes.
but the world the world doesn't. Now they do.
You just told on yourself.
Yeah,
I
you ratted yourself out, Lena. Way to go.
exposed myself.
What is Thanksgiving? What's it mean to you? I mean,
Right
is it
now.
well? I mean, well, we have this tradition as we hear in America with the whole story about Thanksgiving. We all know that's hogwash. That's bullshit, and that's not what this time of the year really is for us. At least not for me. So what's it like for you now? What's the meaning of Thanksgiving to you now?
I don't celebrate it. So it
You
means
know?
nothing. No, I really don't. My parents do, which it is a time for them and a time for us. I do participate, but I'm not like fully celebrating. It's something I rather not celebrate. But my parents do like to have family together, and Eric says that it is a time to see who you want to spend Christmas gifts on and who you don't. So it's kind of like a pre-Christmas dinner. So who you will tolerate and who you won't. But yeah, it's really not a significant time for me. But I do like to be thankful, and I do that throughout the year. But I don't have a great story to tell you. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't want a great story. I
Yeah.
just wanted to know what it meant to you, if it meant anything at all. But you kind of said it a little bit that you kind of give thanks throughout the year. So I guess that would be one good reason why you don't really pick just the third Thursday of November to celebrate it.
Right. But this is really a time for me to start thinking about Yule and preparing for that time and getting outside and bringing things that I find out in nature into the house and just being thankful for the changing of seasons. I say I do kind of celebrate, but not in the way everyone else does.
We don't want what everybody else does. We want to
Yeah.
know what you do, and that's exactly what you just told us that
Yeah.
a little bit. What about you, Papa? What's it mean for you?
It's more just sort of a highlight or a day of remembrance in why we share a meal together. Um, you had just mentioned earlier that the origins of the holiday are kind of skewed depending on what story you follow and how you hear it. There wasn't really a whole lot of Thanksgiving going on back then, except to be one sided. But over time, and the way that we celebrate it now in the modern era, uh, it's about togetherness and sharing a meal. And sharing a meal together predates Thanksgiving itself. It's a tradition that we have honored as people, as human beings, um, since time immemorial.
I always kind of just think of it in I guess in a mindset for me a little bit is it's like you gathered up your harvest and you're getting that first big meal and you're doing it together as a family, as your unit of people you live with, and you're just kind of celebrating what you've gathered for the year, and then kind of kicks off your winter months. You eat well during that one day, then the rest of the winter time you're pinching.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious. It is kind of cool to be able to spend time with family. And I know when as if you have a big family, you kind of have a lot of them kind of move away into different states and different areas. So getting that opportunity to pick that one day out of the year where you just about guarantee you're going to see people that you haven't seen in either a year or years. It's just that
Well,
time with family. That's what I like about it.
to me, it's like if I had it my way, and actually this happens, but I wish I could partake. Because of my situation, I cannot this year, but it's kind of a preserving time. So we get it's our third harvest, and we get what's left over, and we get it ready to jar up so we have food during the winter time. And it's just a lot of preparing to get ready for the cold winter months. We're
That's
making
exactly
oh,
why it meant so much throughout history
Yep.
for people to share a feast together, because you've only got a certain allotment to last you the winter,
yeah,
and to share that is a big thing.
yeah,
And feasts were community wide, not just family, but
right.
the whole community would come together because they all had a hand in that harvest, or uh, even back to the planting and the plowing and the sowing and all that went into it. So it was all shared together. It's a bonding ritual to share feast.
Yeah.
Is there any when you guys make your dinners? Is there a certain like tradition you guys do when it comes to when you guys make it preparing the food? What kind of stuff you guys? What kind of stuff you make over there with in your home there, Papa?
Um, Usually we celebrate Thanksgiving Day with Cindy's family, my wife, and it's a very non-traditional type meal. There will be anything from alligator to this year will feature ostrich.
Really?
It's kind of turned into a who can have the most odd dish that we can share together and experience together, and that's another bonding type thing.
An
Um,
egg souffle.
but when we feast together with our tribe or our extended family, our kindred, it's a typical meal of meat and vegetables and bread, of course, and mead.
Mhm.
Lots of meat.
Lots of mead.
What about
And we
you?
know our guy.
Um, it's basic, it's that, the turkey, sometimes there's a ham involved. Um, we eat like macaroni and cheese, green bean casserole, and what's that red stuff? Cranberry sauce.
Yuck! I hate that.
Yeah, this stuff is
I've
so
got to have deviled eggs
yes,
on
and the deviled
Thanksgiving
eggs
Day.
with the paprika on the top. Oh,
Yep.
my heart.
Just don't walk near you guys after you eat them.
Okay. Oh, because of the tooting.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Look, I just caught on. Just cut me some slack here. Geez, Sid. It's the same for me too. I think this year we're having some turkey and ham, but it's kind of the same, average foods that you do. But I'm baking some fresh bread. So you go out and buy your dinner rolls. I'm gonna bake the fresh bread this year, make it from scratch, do all that fun stuff. I'm gonna try something a little bit different this year, and I bought some Cajun seasoning, but it's like you inject it into the turkey. So I'm trying two different things this year. I'm having some beans, in the mix, which I know we were talking about eggs and beans and meat tooting. There's going to be a whole lot of going on in my crib for Thanksgiving, and it's going to be cool for me this year because just for the sheer fact that the boys are old enough to understand what's going on, and they're excited about Thanksgiving and getting together. And they came home today with a crown on their head with a turkey on it.
Oh yeah.
So it's exciting for me being at my age and seeing my little ones. Now they're starting to understand what's going on, and they're actually just now starting to celebrate the holidays. So it's some will try different new things this year.
Plus, you're in a new home. You get to like try all sorts of things, and the community, see what the community is doing during this time of year, and get involved.
There's not much of a community around here. I mean, there's houses around me, but I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anybody come out their house, and the streets you barely get. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I'm the only one so far as even got any decorations in the yard.
Nice.
They're probably looking at me going, "What is wrong with this guy?"
Yeah, you'll be in the spotlight.
Wait till I get my projection that does the projecting on the side of your house of all the Christmas tree stuff, Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing that too.
Oh, that's gonna be
the ground's been too frozen to put the steak in. Yeah, traditional foods for me too.
Well, how do you cook your turkeys? You two? If you do
I can cook. I love to cook, but I did not quite understand the huge difference between cooking and baking until I met my wife. She can bake. I can cook. She can do both, but I can cook. I can't bake anything. There is so much science and chemistry that goes into baking with measurement and the yeast culture. Sid, you were talking about making bread. It's just so delicate, and I might have a delicate hand for my craft work, but it does not carry over to baking. When it comes to doing a turkey, we roast it. We roast the turkey. It'll set for hours and hours and be basted and basted. And that's how we go. Cindy handles the bread, the green bean casserole, and other things like that. Mashed potatoes, I've got a hand in.
Do you do sweet potato?
Sweet potatoes are awesome. Sweet potato pie.
I'm so hungry.
Somebody out there right now is singing the song from Alabama. They're hitting those lyrics, sweet potato pie, and I shut my mouth. But anyway, yeah, the turkey goes all night. The night before, we partake in it.
I'm surprised that it stays in one piece when it cooks for that long. It just feels like it would just kind of be like falling apart.
That's what you want.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Yes.
Because that skin and that shell that holds it together.
Yeah, I just want it to fall apart when I touch it. All I want to do is just touch it one time, poke, and then just.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No need to cut.
So yeah, that's cool. It's I'm just really excited for it this year because the kids are going to know what's going on, and I'm going to have my kids. I'm going to have Noah help me do some of the because I'm going to probably do majority of the cooking, which is the cooking and baking. I'm going to be doing the pies, the bread. I'm going to be doing all of that, and I'm going to have Noah.
I didn't know you were so domestic.
You got to eat.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everybody wants to throw this. He's in the kitchen, she's in the kitchen, but everybody's got to eat. So if you can't get down in the kitchen, that's your own fault.
That's your own fault. That's right.
Dinah.
I enjoy. There was a part of my life though that I wanted to be a cook.
Like a chef.
Like a chef, yeah. So I'll come up with contraptions and different kinds of things just to experiment.
You'd be too mean. I couldn't handle you.
I'll be like a Gordon Ramsay for sure. I'll be screaming at you fucking donkeys. Look, I done messed up. Anyway, before I forget, before before I forget tonight, this is our very first show over at FringeTV.online. We'll be airing this show. It'll be rerun again over on FringeTV.online for the first time this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So everybody who's going to be watching this show later, I do apologize for my mouth. And
Is it Friday or Saturday?
It's this Friday. Yep, this Friday at 6 p.m. This show will be aired this Friday at 6 p.m. over at FringeTV.online. Very first time. And then we're going to start airing it every week, ritually over there. And another outlet. So everybody who's joining us over there, watching this show for the first time, hello and greetings and welcome to the Witches Hour. It's nice to meet you all.
This is my yes.
And as I told myself before the show, Sid, you have to watch your mouth. You can't drop so many F-bombs. And look, I'm doing all right. I only dropped one.
It's expected, though. It's the pagan community. Like, I don't.
This is a monumental achievement from Sid on the show, by the way.
People don't realize that the mental struggle I'm having right now, having a conversation with not dropping a few F-bombs or a dick joke. Look, I did it and didn't even think about it.
We're 28 minutes into the show, so right about the 27-minute mark was as much as he could take.
That's all. I'm trying my hardest. I haven't worn my witchy hat, thinking, all right, Sid, to contain all that madness in your head. Not working. And just saying, get on out there. Show your pride. Show your love for the curse words.
Yeah, fuck
it. Well, fuck.
There we go. Now we're good. So yes, all you guys out there on Fringe, welcome to our show. It's nice to meet every single one of you guys. As you can already tell, we're just a group of friends hanging out, talking about life in general, and some hopefully through our conversations that we have, we can inspire and help others in their journey as well. 3 different point of views of life, but at the end of the day, they all come into one important one, and that's just trying to help others make a better life for themselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, turkey time. Is it about turkey time yet? We're not doing the official video yet. But I think after that serious moment that I just had right there, we need to have a little bit of funnies just for a moment. We need to laugh.
Yes.
Let's let the turkey tell us some jokes, shall we? Here we go, folks.
Everybody doing this evening? Good? Great. You're a great audience. Yeah, I just flew in last night, and boy, my waiting's tired. Hey, you guys notice how Pilgrim's pants are always falling down? You know why that is? Because the belt buckles are on their hats. Oh, but I kid the Pilgrims. In fact, if they were alive today, you know what they'd be famous for? Their old age. No, but seriously, folks, seriously. You know how you keep a turkey in suspense? Happy Thanksgiving, you turkey.
And that's why we eat turkey on Thanksgiving. Look, happened again.
What happened?
Nope, never mind. You're talking. I thought you said something. We just couldn't hear you.
I went to go say something, but I said it under my breath.
Was you?
I said something. I was gonna say, happy birthday or happy Thanksgiving, you turkeys. And I just mouthed it. It didn't come out.
Anyway,
yeah.
I thought we'd use a little bit of humor and that's the reason why exactly right there is why we eat turkeys. They're bad at comedy. When I first watched that clip, I seen the buffering going. I was like, son of a bitch, man! I got the highest internet speed there is.
But that's funny.
But yeah, and then once it says "Happy Thanksgiving, you turkeys," I was like, oh no,
yeah,
this thing just got me.
It got me too because I was like, what
Damn
the
you.
hell? It's buffering.
Damn you. So we gave our perspective of what it was like, what it's like for us during Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, and you said it earlier, you touched on it a little bit earlier today too, Luna. We kind of the importance of giving thanks all year round, and that's what a lot of people do during this month, right? They wait. It's almost like they wait the whole year to hit the November, and then they go through day 1 giving thanks, day 2 giving thanks. We're at day 22 giving thanks. What happened to giving thanks every single day when you wake up in the morning? You're giving thanks that I am still here. I'm a firm believer at giving thanks every single day. For the only reason why I do it is because I'm very blessed right now. I'm blessed enough to be able to sit here and do what I do and not worry financially about anything. I'm able to enjoy my life to the fullest. I'm able to do things that I wasn't able to do even when I was younger. I'm blessed. So the universe, why it's so important for me is I feel from my side of things that if the universe is giving you gifts and you're not every day thanking the universe for giving you gifts, eventually it's going to look back on you and say, hey, look, if you're not appreciating, if you're not grateful for what I'm providing for you, I'm going to stop. Why wait a year to November and do a countdown? I can appreciate when people do that. I can, and I don't knock nobody for doing it. And that's their way of doing things during the month of November. But I have a habit of wanting to give thanks every single day. Every morning I'm able to wake up and spend one more day with my wife, one more day with my kids, one more day to be able to try to inspire the community, one day to even be able to wake up the next day to even inspire myself sometimes. Why do you guys think it's so important to give thanks all year round?
I think it's coming back to a place of just showing gratitude. We've lost that. We lost it a long, long, long time ago. Gratitude. To be able to be thankful when you aren't blessed. To be thankful when you don't have things pouring in favor. Because there's still so much that we have to be thankful for and gratuitous for outside of what's being done for us in the way that we see it as an exchange.
You hit the nail on the head when you said we have, as human beings, we have lost sight of what it is to be grateful. Yeah. We live in a society now that everything's expected and yet not earned. And then when you get the things that you're expecting, you're not grateful for it, you take everything for granted. And life is, we are here a very short time on this earth.
So short.
And I get that society is busy and life can be busy, but it's so very important to take a few minutes out of your day to sit there and just give thanks for everything, every opportunity that you've been presented to you. And even if it's been something that's been bad, that's happened to you bad that day. Thank you for giving me that experience, and thank you for giving me this lesson that I needed to learn. Whether somebody made you mad and it triggered you off, you give thanks that was brought to your awareness, and you need something to work on. You know what I mean?
Sid, I think you hit the nail on the head there when you said the word opportunity. Every single day is an opportunity. And if we can't be thankful for that, we can't be thankful for anything.
For me, that's like the basic core thing, is being grateful for opportunity to be able to try to better yourself. Hey, you know what? Yeah, yesterday I had a rough day, but I've been given another day, another opportunity to make better of what I couldn't do the day before. A lot of people have a tendency to dwell on the past, and I've always been a big guy about, hey, what's done is done. We are not time travelers. We can't change anything, and we can't predict what the future is going to give us, right? We have to live in the day, and that day, all you can do is be a better self than what you was yesterday.
It's all about perspective, and we talk about this a lot on our shows about being mindful of what we're doing. And we have been taught, well, programmed a bit. Let's go to work. We'll drive home from work, cook dinner, get everybody fed, go to bed, go to sleep, start it all over again. And we're just being robots. We're just doing this everyday thing without having any thought or mindfulness of our actions at all. So if you sit back and really give this attention to every single movement that you are making, because everything you're doing has a purpose. Do you know what that purpose is? Like, if you do, you know, you're being mindful of your surroundings. You're being mindful of all of these movements that you are making when you're cooking dinner, when you're loving someone, when you're coming in contact with somebody. You always be mindful of why you are doing this and what your true purpose is in that moment. And we always fall short. Humans always fall short of that. And it's like, when you get up in the morning, the first thing you should do is be thankful that you woke up, because we're never guaranteed tomorrow. And that's why we shouldn't really worry about the next day or the next week or the next month. We need to just be, and always be thankful, especially in the hard times. Because in the hard times, like Sid always talks about, there are lessons in these hard times. And if we're not being mindful, we're going to miss the opportunities of learning. So if we become mindful, and if we have a different perception of what life really is, we'll learn those lessons and stop going through these super duper hard times. Like, they just keep coming until we learn the lesson, right? And I believe it's really important to, we talk about this too, trusting the process of life. Let things be the way that they are. Yes, we have desires. Yes, we have needs, but have faith and trust in this process. You are here, and you are here for a reason, and let it all, let fate happen because fate has your side.
Just let life happen. I like to call
Yeah.
what I like to call what I call, it's called a bird on a perch. Be a bird on a perch. Birds are busy. You see them flocking together, flying around, zipping and zinging, but they always take those moments to sit up on the perch and survey all the things that are going on around them. Even though life is busy in front of them, they're sitting there on that perch, singing, listening, flapping their little wings, happy as can be,
Yeah.
because all they're worried about is that moment, that day.
Yeah.
And that's what, and we should take that same outlook as far as being thankful of what we have. And even if we don't have it, be thankful that you know that one day you will have it. We never know what's going to be given. All the tarot, oracle, rune readers in the world can predict what your future may be. But a lot of people need to understand that you can still change your fate, your destiny, or the direction of your life. That all depends on you and how much of a drive and will that you want.
It's a reweaving.
Yes, you are the weaver of your own story.
Mm-hmm.
And being thankful is a key ingredient to make that work. If you want to see your full potential as a human being, the key to seeing your full potential is being grateful and thankful for everything that you do have. You may be living in a one-bedroom studio apartment with a pot to piss in, But be grateful that you're not outside sleeping in a cardboard box in an alleyway somewhere. There's always someone or something that's going to be worse situation that you're in. Be grateful. It doesn't take but 5 minutes of your life a day at the most. It's saying, you know what, universe, thank you for everything that you've given me today. I didn't deserve what you did give me, but I thank you for that you did. And I will do my best to do what you have me out here doing.
Yeah.
Like Luna mentioned earlier, it's in perspective. I can be upset that I'm not in a mansion, or I can be thankful and grateful that I'm not in a cardboard box in my one-room apartment.
Contentment.
It's perspective.
That's it. But you know what? I think it's time, guys. We're going to take a quick break. It's time to give away the turkey.
I have to pee too.
I have to pee too. It's time for a pee break. So it's intermission time. So grab yourself some hot tea, some coffee, go potty. We're going to give away a turkey right now, guys. So share this live out. The rules are, all you got to do, we're giving 2 turkeys out, guys, on this next song. All you got to do is say gobble, gobble at the end of the video. Either first or second place. There's no loser tonight, folks. We're giving away 2 turkeys. So here we go. This is I'm a Turkey Bird. We'll be right back, folks.
I am a turkey bird, I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out, I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is whoop. My big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? Getting kind of sleepy. You ate too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
He says,
Let's see who we got as winners here. We got Lady Blind Wolf.
yes.
Gobble, gobble to you.
Gobble, gobble.
Monica Marie Smith. We got a gobble, gobble. We got 2 turkeys we are giving away to you guys. Congratulations. Matter of fact, we just might do 3.
Let's do it.
Congratulations to our 3 winners tonight. Ronnie Beeson. You know what? I'm feeling really generous tonight, folks.
Yay.
Number 4, Rex Dubois.
Yes. Woo.
You are getting yourself a turkey as well, buddy. I will get a hold of you, Rex. I will get a hold of you, Ronnie. Monica. Get a hold of me as well. I need you guys to send me either a Cash App, whatever information, so I can send you guys some money for a gobble gobble. Lady Blind Wolf, the same with you. Get a hold of me. Find me on Facebook. Send me a message so I can give you guys a turkey. Our way of giving back to you guys. Congratulations to all 4 winners tonight. Congratulations.
And all I have to give is a smile.
Well, is that really? Do we really have to give thanks for that? What?
Eric laughed. He goes,
What? What? Well, congratulations, everybody, for the turkeys. For the turkeys, we have given away, since we did it last Wednesday. We have given officially away 10 turkeys for the holiday season to everybody. So
That is
enjoy your Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you guys have a fabulous, amazing Thanksgiving. Any little part that we can take into making your holiday a special one, I'm all about it. And thank you, Papa, for
Take a
donating the
picture.
turkey as well.
if you
Yeah,
can take pictures of that turkey during the dinner and tag us
great
in it.
idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. Show us how you guys make the winners tonight. That's a great idea. Winners tonight who won a turkey, post a picture on Facebook, tag us on it so we can see how you made your turkey.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Let us live vicariously.
I want to see that turkey where I'm taking mine back.
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna never have a piece of advice. Don't have an angry shaman show up your door asking for a turkey. Don't do it.
So, was it National Lampoon's? The Christmas one though, where they carved the turkey and it just like went poof.
Deflated. Yeah. I got a funny Thanksgiving story. When I was a little kid, I was probably about 5, 6, 7 years old, somewhere around there. Microwaves just came onto the scene. It became a big thing at the time. Microwaves did. So my mom, being the genius cook that she was, and she was just so good at cooking. I don't know if you can catch the hint of sarcasm in that, but
Yeah.
she was so good at cooking. So the tradition was, by the way, Lady Blind Wolf, just punch in Sid Ryder, RYDER. Find me on Facebook. Send me a friend's request if we're not already friends, and you'll send me a message, and we'll get you that turkey. So the story is, microwaves just came onto the scene. You know, it was something that's just been recently invented and got into the mainstream society. And the tradition was that my family would go to my dad's mom for Thanksgiving, and they would have my mom and my dad's mom agreed that year that they was going to share on some of the duties of cooking. At this time, my grandmother was starting to get in a little bit of bad health. It was like one of the last Thanksgivings we had with her. And so my mom, thinking this is a microwave oven, she decided that she was going to shove a turkey inside the microwave and cook it. Or so she thought was cooking. So she put it on for like hours and hours and hours. This microwave's cooking this turkey for hours and hours. It's true. It's damn true. She let that thing sit for like overnight. She'd get up, hear the buzzer go off, she'd get hit the button again to start the rotation of the turkey. So the next day, I remember it so vividly too, man. I couldn't have been no more than 5, 6, 7 years old, but I remember it so vividly. We gather up the food, we hop in the car, we drive to my grandmother's house. We lay what we brought, we start laying it out on the table. And my grandmother starts laying some of her fixings onto the table as well. And we had the whole big family there. Everybody was still alive at the time. It was my dad, his brothers, all of us, the kids, grandma, her husband at the time. We all sit behind the table. And my grandmother looks at my mom and goes, "Will you go grab the turkey? My mom goes, "Yes." I spent all night long cooking this turkey. So my mom gets up, goes in the kitchen, and she grabs the turkey and brings it into the dining room table. Sits it right there in the middle. Everybody's sitting at the table, and she sits it right there. And she takes the packaging off, the foil off, and the skin looked sort of brown, like it was like it was cooked properly, right? So everybody was still fooled at the time that she had it in the oven and still cooking. She never told nobody that she threw this bad boy in the microwave. Only ones that knew was us kids and my dad. So as they're getting ready to grab the knife, they grab the fork, they take the knife, and they start to cut the turkey, the slices. And my grandmother was the one that did it. And as soon as she took the knife and poked it into the turkey, the blood of the turkey splattered up water all over. The damn turkey was so raw inside that just squirted back up water. My grandmother, her name was Dora. She looked at my mom and she goes, her exact words, "You got to excuse me, I'm ready to cuss." She goes, "What the fuck is this?" She said, "What the fuck?" And now my grandma was 5'7", 5'6", skinny, and she had this way of pointing that finger at my mom at that time. She goes, "What the fuck is this? Why is this turkey bleeding?" And my mom looks at my grandma and goes, "I cooked it in the microwave oven." My grandma goes, "Well, you're just one screwed to being a bright light bulb, aren't you?" That I can remember that Thanksgiving. That's the story. My mom tried to cook a turkey in a microwave.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom, for the red memories. Thank you
Yeah.
for the story, Mom. She's probably watching this going, "You son of a bitch. I told you never to say anything."
Exploration.
Have you guys ever had an epic fail like that at a Thanksgiving dinner where you had one?
So many years ago, my dad decided to buy 30 turkeys.
30?
30 because he wanted to make some money for the Thanksgiving season. So him and some of his friends put together enough money to get 30 turkeys. And he was the one to raise right in the barn here. And they were so ugly. They were awful, stupid birds. Anyway, he gets them to he's giving them organic feed and giving them clover and alfalfa, stuff like that, getting them real yummy, And this lady that he found on Craigslist, verse mistake, right? Said, "I can butcher your turkeys and get them ready for Thanksgiving, da 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 da." So he takes them to her house, actually, not sends them, but takes them to her house, and she dips them all in bleach. After she pulls all the feathers out and everything, which dries out the turkey. So he had 30 turkeys that he could do nothing with. All the money him and his friends spent, all gone. He cooked one for all of us, and it was dry and nasty. It was awful. Yeah, I will never forget that. That was bad bears.
Here's a viewer. It looks like she has a story to share about one of her Thanksgivings. Lady Blindwolf says, "My great uncle once made or was in charge of making green beans, corn, and mashed potatoes. He put lard in all three dishes. Needless to say, that caused the last family Thanksgiving."
Yeah, my kind of guy. Lard is awesome.
Rex says, "There was one incident where a friend of mine overcooked the green bean casserole. Disastrous. That is horrible."
Crispy beans.
No. Lady Bible says, "I couldn't believe it actually put lard in corn, green beans, and mashed potatoes, and couldn't understand why no one wanted to eat it. Needless to say, there was a rush to remake everything."
Oh, no.
"My grandpa's older brother, the other brother, ran that kitchen with such precision that could make Gordon Ramsay jealous." Thank you for sharing with us, Lady Blind. Well, that's why I love this show so much, is that we're able to interact with you guys, and you guys are telling us some of your stories about your Thanksgiving as well. So cool. I've never destroyed a turkey yet. I've not had a disastrous Thanksgiving that I've made yet. I better knock on some sort of wood.
Anybody had any great family fights during Thanksgiving dinner?
I can remember one good Christmas fight.
Oh, please tell.
Do you guys ever remember in the 80s the ugly mugs, the like coffee mugs, but they're called the ugly mugs?
Yes.
Well, one Christmas time, this is on my mom's side of the family, and it was my mom's mother. I never did like the lady, so I thought it was funny as fuck when it happened. I was like, I was like 13 or 14 years old, so I was completely aware of what's going on and why she was so mad. So that's why I thought it was so funny. So her side of the family, sisters and brothers, show up at her house. We're doing the whole gift exchange, right? Every year from my Uncle Chucky, I get the same knee-high tube 3-stripe socks every year and a pair of fucking whitey tighties. No gifts, just socks and underwear every single year. So I literally didn't care what happened to these when it comes to Christmas there. I didn't even want to be there because I knew it was just undergarments and socks.
That
So,
itch.
so they was doing the gifts exchange, and it was the daughter, the youngest sister, and it was time for her to exchange gifts with her mom, my grandma. And my grandma was really, she was really, really excited. She was about to open this gift. So she seen it was a little box the size of a mug could fit it in. So she's ripping into this thing, happy, smile on her face. She pops open. There's the white wrapping paper that's inside of it to keep the mug safe. So she pulls that off and she goes in and grabs the mug, and it was like watching it in slow motion. I mean, it was just like the funniest thing. She had smiles on her face, and she was like this, and as the mug was coming out of the box, it was. And then she looks up at the mug. She goes, "You got me an effing ugly mug." And she got so mad that she took this mug and threw it.
No.
Shattered it on the wall. Next thing you know, my grandma was standing up, cussing her out. Leo was like, "What? It's called a gag gift.
Yeah.
I got you something else." Well, that was unacceptable. They never heard of it. What the F is a gag gift? You just got one, lady. I'm sitting over here going, I'm like ducking and rolling because I got shards of a ceramic mug flying at me. I'm laughing. They're screaming at each other. Then my grandpa gets up. He starts screaming at her. Then the daughter's husband gets up, starts screaming at my grandpa. We got all the kids sitting in the middle of the floor, and there's mugs flying, wrapping paper flying. One's cussing, storming out the house. She hops in the car, starts driving down the street. So what did my grandma and grandpa do? They hopped in their car, started driving us down the street, and road raging up and down the street. You better stop this car. You better stop now.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. I got worse than I grew up as a kid. I had worse than a Griswold Christmas.
That is awesome. That is just awesome.
I mean, it was like a scene it was like a scene from like a sitcom. I mean, we had shit flying everywhere, bashing off walls. Everybody's cussing, everybody's screaming and hollering. They're running even to get out of the scenario. They're trying to leave the house. Everybody's chasing them out of the house. Then they all hop in a car, driving around the block, chasing each other like complete idiots. And I'm just standing outside going, "This is the raddest Thanksgiving I've ever been a part of."
Right?
It's making memories.
Oh my goodness. That is awesome.
So I got a lot of like funny horror stories when it comes to Christmas. My mom's mom was just something special. The whole time she got a cigarette in her hand hollering out, "I'm gonna kick your ass." You can't even get out of the chair. You got an oxygen tank and you're smoking a cigarette at the same time.
Just like ash off her cigarette.
People, I swear. Anyway, that's a good show tonight, guys. We've given away 4 turkeys tonight. So congratulations to all you winners. Thank you for hanging out with us and letting us share some of our stories, and you sharing some of your stories with us. But before we go, Papa, you wanted to say a little quote, did you not, before the show was over?
Oh, sure. It's a piece that I had shared on my social media earlier, just to kind of bring people back into the understanding of the spirit in which they're celebrating. It's a quote that I would like to recite for you guys here. It's a very short one. It's from Tecumseh, great leader in historical times for the indigenous peoples here in the place that we live, an inspiration of mine and spiritual leader all around. So when you rise in the morning, give thanks for the light, for your life, for your strength. Give thanks for the food and for the joy of living. If you see no reason to give thanks, the fault lies in yourself.
I'm the one who had someone calling you on Facebook.
If a person
Ashley.
of these people could still find it in himself to ask of his people to give gratitude and give thanks, having lost so much and gone through so much to not really have a reason at all to be thankful, then surely we can follow suit in that, in all that we have to be thankful for in our daily lives. So thank you, Sid, for allowing me to share that bit from a wonderful teacher.
Well, thank you for sharing with us.
That's the thing too, is that a lot of us need to get out of our minds and more into our hearts, because when we go through our daily life, we have the struggle between our heart and our mind, and our mind causes confusion, but our heart causes love and peace. Our heart is the thing that gives unconditionally and can look at others from a more wonderful perspective. And I think that if we make that an everyday practice, our lives would be so much more simpler. Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Thank you guys once again for sharing space with us tonight here on the Witches Hour. It's always our pleasure and honor to be able to share our thoughts with you all here in the community. Thank you all for allowing us to spend time with you guys on a Tuesday or a Wednesday evening, doing the things that we do. Sometimes we joke, sometimes we serious, but we hope at the end of the day, we all hope here as a complete team here on the show, we always hope that you guys take away something that either helps you or inspires you to do great things in your life too. So thank you for being part of our lives and allowing us to live our dreams and the things that inspire us. You're letting us share with you. So you guys, thank you so much. We hope that every single one of you guys that are watching now or watch later, you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. Cherish the time with your family and get your grub on. Enjoy those turkeys.
Gobble, gobble.
We will see you again next Wednesday for another episode of the Witches Hour. Until then, everybody, have a blessed night and have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Hail and hello, everyone. Welcome to the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast, a Midgard Musings production. Join me, Jesse, your host, as we discuss random heathen-related topics and various other things in an attempt to find where, if any, heathen worldviews can be applied. You can support this podcast by clicking on the Linktree link in the description or show notes. You can also follow me on all of my social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and become a patron on Patreon. Join me every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on all major podcast streaming platforms, including Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and many, many more. If you wish to have your voice heard on the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast, you can dial in to 615-671-9832. Thank you all once again for listening to the Random Heathen Ramblings podcast. Enjoy, and hail to you all.